voice. It's very loud at the moment. I hope you can hear me. Kind of go a little closer, maybe you can hear me better. But we are at the American Tobacco Campus. And this is a historic district where they used to make cigarettes, of all things. We're in Durham, North Carolina. And this whole factory manufacturing area went derelict. In other words, abandoned and torn apart. And they have redid the whole area, brought in businesses, brought in restaurants, put in water features. There's like a creek going down the middle. They still have the conveyor belts going from building to building. It's really, really awesome. And I wanted to share it with you. So let's take a quick walk. We're probably not going to stay live too long, but we're going to take a walk through the campus right now to show you what they've done to this abandoned historical building. So whether it was about evil cigarettes or not, it's still historic. And it brought a lot of history into the Durham, North Carolina area. We're about 5 minutes from Duke University, which is our final destination that we're going to. That's a whole nother video. But I definitely wanted to show this to you. It's pretty early in the morning here, about 9:30. So there's not a ton of people here right now, and a lot of the businesses are closed, but it's a good time to do it. So let's go take a look. What I'm going to show you is a water feature where it starts. We believe is a power plant. We're not quite sure. And it runs through the whole complex. So I'm probably not going to talk too much in the beginning here because you won't be able to hear me. So let's take a look. There's Mr. Martini. So basically they've diverted this river into this area, and you can see this is a very historic building right here that was part of the factory. I made this great water feature. So we're going to walk down this way where it will get a little quieter. Hey, Mr. Martini. You can't even hear me. Hey.
Oh, I know. It's bad over here. Deafening.
All right. So as you can see, this helps power the plant. And the river goes all the way down in concrete. So you can see the old water tower. It says Lucky Strike on it, as in cigarettes. And then you have this great smokestack, also says Lucky Strike on it. So they left a lot of the features in. They still have the conveyor belts going across. And all this is businesses and restaurants and great places to eat and just sit and relax. We came here and had coffee. Went to a great place called, give me a minute to remember the name of the place. Oh, and also the Bull Durham, the famous Bull Durham Stadium is right there. It's literally right there. We've already gone to it. We won't have time to go back because we need to get to Duke University. We have an appointment at the Lemur Research Center to go play with the lemurs, as in animal lemurs.
Leaping lemurs?
Leaping lemurs.
You're going to cross the creek.
Well, I'm just going to go down here a little bit just to show this water feature. And you can see they still have the conveyor belts up. And the river goes all the way down. And I'm sorry if it's a little dark. Again, it's overcast and like 9:30 in the morning here.
Makes it cool though, very nice.
It's very nice. The weather's very nice. But all these buildings were derelict. Every single one of these. All the windows were out and everything. And they've just done a wonderful job. So let's go up here. And they have concerts all the time. There's North Carolina Public Radio broadcast from here. We'll go right past it. And each one of these doors say Bay on them, like Bay 10, Bay 11, because that's where you can see part of the factory there. Yeah, so all these have bays on them because this was all the warehouse. Totally derelict, abandoned, left to rot. until some investors came in and revitalized this area. And what's really cool is you can go across the street and you can literally go up some stairs if there's not a game going on and look down into the Bull Durham Stadium. If you're not familiar with that stadium, it's a famous minor league ballpark, and they made a movie out of it. When was that movie? Like in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, with Susan Sarandon.
Yeah,
Susan Sarandon and what's his name from Dances with Wolves? Kevin Costner. Yes, it's a good movie. You should watch it. Yeah. So yeah, so if you look back, you can see all the manufacturing. Here's the tower that said Lucky Strikes on it, as in cigarettes. They have water features all through this. So this was the power plant right here that's been converted into, I don't know whether they're still using it as a power plant or there's something else in there. It almost looks like they converted it to some kind of theater.
They converted it over, and where the generators used to be, and they're just running the water down the canal here, which is really cool. It's Mother Nature.
Yeah, it's really conservative. Yeah, you have the Nature Conservancy right there. Their office is right there, and they're the ones that helped develop this wonderful
I think that's when
water
Mr.
feature.
Duke got into the power business.
So this whole complex was American tobacco. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure all the cigarettes they made, but I know they made Lucky Strikes because all the towers and smokestacks say so. That says Lucky Strike on it. The sun's just starting to peek through the clouds. And then they have concert venues here. I mean, look how nice this is. Sit here. You know, and they've got this wonderful water feature. And so they have it already set up for lights and everything, and they have bands here, and you can sit here, and they have movies. And again, we're not far from Duke University, so you get a lot of, we've already noticed there's a lot of university students walking around this area, and the reason I say that is because they're all wearing Duke wear. It's about 6 minutes away. But here's the public radio station. This is North Carolina Public Radio. You can actually turn this up and listen.
That's very good. I also really like the Blue Moon, which Ethan Hawke plays the American.
Which is really cool. So they're in there broadcasting. WUNC. All right. So we're getting more and more people here. I'm going to kind of turn my camera this way because we have some little kids coming up the walk. So this is our yoga studio. More of the river that they made. Really cool greyhound dog. So it gets a little more quieter down here. Another little kid, so I'm turning my camera. People are here taking family pictures. So we have a bunch of kids. So this is just a store. A lot of shade. I mean, I've probably passed about 10 restaurants so far. You go in there, there's even more. And again, on the other side here is the famous Bull Durham Stadium, where the Bulls play. And I mean, it goes on further down here.
Where the building ends, the park ends.
Right. And this is all parking for like the stadium in this place here. So it's a great place to go right before a game. That's a cool tractor.
Yeah, can you imagine riding that all day?
Yeah. So another YouTuber, someplace or another. This is for you, someplace or another. He's really into stuff like this. It's very cool. So anyways, that is the American Tobacco Historic District. And I hope you enjoyed that. I just wanted to show it to you real quick. Let me show you the tower just before we leave, because the sun's starting to come out and you might be able to see it better. So let's walk over here. So, the Lucky Strike cigarettes. And then it says the same thing on the smokestack over here. So it's a very cool place. I hope you enjoyed our short tour. We just wanted to show it to you real quick before we took off to Duke University. Let me tell you about that so you can look out for that video. So basically, I work for a major university, and so I love visiting other universities because I know they have really cool sites that a lot of people don't realize they have. Great museums, you know, because a lot of research goes on at a university, such as mine has the atomic clock that keeps time across the nation. All clocks are based on this atomic clock on our campus, so we have a lot of stuff too. The Duke campus has a beautiful cathedral, a beautiful old cathedral that we're going to go visit and tour. There's been some controversial things that have gone on there. They had a statue in the cathedral of Robert E. Lee, and it kept getting vandalized. And they were vandalizing this historic cathedral in the midst of the whole thing. So they ended up having to remove it, so there's like this big empty space at the entrance of the cathedral. That's its newest famous thing that's happened, but it's beautiful and it's huge. They also have a wonderful museum there that's basically the art museum for Durham, and it's supposed to be amazing. We're going to visit that, and then we're having lunch at the museum. You have to make reservations, it's so popular, to eat in this place in the museum. But before that, we're going to a research facility, a Duke research facility.
You're not going to do tests on me again, are you?
That researches lemurs.
Oh, good.
And they have a habitat, an open habitat, that you can walk in, and they're going to show us their research with the lemurs. So definitely look out for our videos on this place and for our Duke University. But we need to go because we have to be at the Lemur Research Center real soon. But thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed the American Tobacco Historic District. It's quite cool. If you ever come to Durham, definitely come. Durham and Raleigh are very cool cities. There's a lot of history here. It's very contemporary. I would actually live here if I wasn't trying to get out of the big city for retirement. But we are moving to North Carolina. That's why we're here. We just bought a big load from Colorado. We're getting out of the altitude because I have lung issues and I need to get out of the altitude. So, oh, and now the sun comes out. So anyways, take care and thank you so much for coming in.